And unfortunately, it's not like Twitch where you can stop and then it'd be like, hey. There we go. It's better. I didn't want cold fries. Yeah, because you can't really stop. I mean, I guess you could. Near the end, I guess, if you're playing like Fortnite or something like that, where you could kind of hide and eat, and then keep an eye on the screen and make sure nobody's running around. Other thing is, this is kind of annoying. Looks like there's still some small rendering and encoding lag, but let me reset. What happens? Is it good? Full shot. Plays Fortnite. Tons of fun with some other people. Always a blast to be in there. So I will. Oh, okay. I wasn't really paying attention. Like sometimes I was playing with someone and they were eating some like noodles almost, and so I'm like, "What are you doing?" So I'm sitting there listening to her eat. I'm like, "Well, why are you eating?" We're like in the middle of a match. But I guess it is what it is. So let me think. We have that up. Oh, you guys can't hear nothing, and I'm not sure why. Switch this over to Focusrite. So I can't. Okay, I can still hear it. All right. I hope I don't have to close this and reopen it really quick. Let's try reroute. There we go. Okay, so you guys should be able to hear it now. So basically what I was doing was this. I was trying to figure out what I could have. And I was doing some research. It's like usually when you're doing some more ambient type of sound, like you're just out in the world and something's kind of softly playing in the background, kind of like in Skyrim or probably like any of the Elder Scrolls game, really. Probably Witcher as well. You'd probably just have, just some sort of ambient sound. So I have 2 whole notes. So the chords for these were A. We can probably do this instead. Turn that off. Mute that. Yep. So we have A. So it's A, C, and E, and then you do this way. I get from what I hear, because you still have your C. You'd want to have your, so with the G, or with the C scale, it's usually C, E, and G. That's usually it. But this time I'm doing this, so it's, even though it starts with a G, it's still a C. Actually, the the Batman theme was actually 2 notes, like similar to that. But it was just, 1 note and then another note, not a chord, and that's all they had to start with. I was actually who wrote the Batman? Didn't want to do that. Not up there. We're gonna do over here. Was it Hans? Well, I guess it was Danny Elfman. Yeah, it wasn't the original. It was. I don't think it was. I wanted to say it was, yeah, the 1989 Batman. Yeah, he just used 2 whole notes. I forget what they were off the top of my head. But it was like just 2 whole notes, and then he built it off of that. So usually, leave that open. Usually, when you're making like a motif, I guess you want something that you could use to kind of drive where it's going. So that's why so far what I have is just what I'm going to use for that, so I can mute it, which is the M. I didn't need to arm it. And then you have the bass section. So which is fine. You don't really need to have a whole lot for the bass. We don't delete that track. So basically what I did was technically in this, I can show you. So usually when you're doing the chords, you'll have so you have your C, your E, and your A, and then this one had the G, which is right here. So all I did is I bumped those into the bass line. So it's kind of, so now we have to build something based off of that. So it has to sound good with, oops, why is this not playing? Oh, I muted the track. So if you listen, it doesn't sound too bad. So it kind of sounds like it should go together. So go over a little bit. Oh, there we go. And these, I have them divided up. They're the exact same notes, which is kind of crazy, but both of those sound good together, so we can kind of mute these. So what we're trying to do, like I said, is just come up with something. You have your first one would be A, so it'd be, oops, I don't have nothing set up for this. What's mapped? What do I have? Have anything? Oh, I might have been in the wrong area. Yeah, so if we know we have our A, it could be here, it could be here, it could be here. So you'd want to try to figure out, if you're having something ambient, you know, what kind of are you going to want to listen to? So you're going to want to listen to something kind of up high, maybe. Are there, I mean, wow, I don't know. That's my mic that's in the way. Let me move that out of the way real quick. So if I were to make some kind of ambient, I would probably work down more in the lower register, maybe. Oop. How am I going to play that? I'm gonna have to keep moving out of the way so I can kind of have a little bit more room to play. So it's just, we could so it's gonna, you only get like 4 quarter notes, so it's like that might be a little too long. So because you want to go from your A to your, so let me think, how can we do this? I don't know, that's what could be, I mean, so we could open this up so we know. Okay, so we're gonna go up a little bit. So G is the, yeah, G is, this is the lowest note. There's nothing between here or down here, so you have RG. So if we do, so I have this set up for 8th notes. So if we zoom in each, I can't even. I think not, I don't see the grid, honestly. It's, we have grid. 8th note. Don't know. Okay, so there's our A. Okay, so if we go up, we know A, C, and E. Okay. Um. Hey, how you doing, Boom? I kind of switched a little bit because I don't know. I'm not very smart, and I've been trying to learn, and I need to set aside maybe an hour or two every day to kind of start learning some. I'm gonna kind of go away from blueprints because it seems like UE6 are like, hey, F blueprints. So I'm like, and it looks like they want to start using verse or something because they're dumb. So I might start looking more C++. I mean, because they don't have V6 out yet, which it should be coming out sometime next year, which I find kind of interesting because with like four got up to 27, and then five's only what 8, and they're about to go to 6. So E. Oh wait, no, no. That is E right. Yeah, that is E right here. Oh. Oh shoot, we're in the wrong. There we go. Okay, so it goes down. We have till this second measure right here. So. Nope. So if I guess I don't know. So it was grid. Let's set this back to grid. 16. Because I don't see, because you're supposed to see the lines, and I don't see any lines kind of to divide where your 16th notes are. Oh, there's a 16th note. Okay, so I can just double click and add something. All right. Too long. There we go. But hopefully you're doing well, Boom. Yeah. Uh. Yeah, it took me. I spent hours looking in how to like get this stuff up. Like, well, not this specifically. This my So I have a guitar instructor because I've been learning guitar, bass guitar, mainly. And then he told me how to get some of this set up. He's like, yeah, don't just do individual tracks. I'm like, no, we'll do this. But yeah, I don't know very much. I just know how to set up what I want to do with it. And that's all I know. There's not a lot. Eat this track. Oop. Nope. So, but yeah, I bought me the keyboard. There's a ton of like open this up. I found like a ton of orchestra stuff. Like you got the BBC orchestra. There's some other orchestras I found. I don't know if it's Fire has the BBC. This has the contact stuff. There's this symphony stuff I purchased, which has woodwinds, brass, string, percussion. There we go. Yeah, there's just a ton of stuff. Oh, it's Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm just messing with stuff, trying to write something. Lengthen that. Don't really need, there we go. So let's, oh yeah, okay. So we got our first measure. Let's save that. But have it so oops. Maybe something like that. Like I said, I'm horrible. I'm very bad at this, but we'll get it. So we have our A, so we want our G. Okay. We'll leave a little break. So it should be I think that's probably too short. Okay. Nope, let's run that up. All right. Yeah, like I said, I learned how to do like all of this myself while watching some videos. So if you wanted to do like your folder, you can just put the FX on that. You don't have to have the FX on any of these, which kind of helps with the CPU utilization. It kind of keeps it down. But from what I read, Reaper actually keeps it down fairly well compared to like other DAWs. Um da, 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 da. On. How we were doing. So yeah. That's A. So it's G C. Oh nope, it's this. There we go. So that, if we look, like I said, that's just kind of a crappy thing I just thought of right now off the top of my head. So if we do this, this should sound okay, supposedly. So it didn't sound bad, but there's something wrong up here. Oh, you see it? I see it. See it? That. Hang on, what? Oh, that's not even what I wanted at all. Okay, hang on. There's, oh shit, I'm getting dizzy. I'm there's it was so it's A. So you got A, C. No, wait. Okay. Let's. So it's this moves over. Okay, so it's. Oh, it's too high. So move the mouse out of the way. There we go. So it's A C. Oops. A C E G O. Okay. So it's ba 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 ba. Okay. I have a little bit of a break. Okay. Nope. This is a little bit much for me. Okay, so that's kind of all wrong too. It's a little there. Oop. There we go. Yay. All right, let's give that a shot. Save it. Oop. That's not bad. I did something. Whoop whoop. So usually, and then, you could have like use A and then you, but like your A, but have it be slightly some of the notes not the same. So it's like a A1. You could have the same progression of how this goes, but switch that up. But there's something wrong. Like I hear it right here. Okay. Still too long. I made it a little longer. Should have done that. Oop. Oh. Okay, so this can be a little longer, this can be a little longer, and then this will be shorter. Needs to be a little longer. There we go, that sounds way better. Okay. And this one. Okay. Perfect, there we go. Stop that. All right, that doesn't sound too bad. And then, so now we can use, and copy this, roll drag. Okay. Make sure this is gonna sound right though. I want to make sure it's not playing double. So play that twice, and then we can do the chords. Wait, no, just 8. And then we can do a new, oops. Insert new MIDI track. Where it's at. It's right there for whatever odd reason. Oh, because it's where the head thing is right here. Okay. So if we know, actually, hang on. So we can just drag this over and see how this sounds all together. So what we could do is one of two things. Either we could change the instrument. You can see what that does. We can duplicate track. So melody, and then we delete this, keep that, mute, change the instrument. So something good could be maybe a flute. I've been using Contact because I was asked to use Contact from my instructor. He said, because that's what he has. Flute? It's not okay, so it's not picking it up because it's too low. So what we can do, I'll make this a little bigger, grab all of these, and then just move it up to the next. A. There we go. Okay, so where I went the wrong way. I went down. Okay, I thought the lower the number, the better, and it's not. There we go. Okay, that should work. We don't want. Oh, we don't want this. See, it's something's getting caught right up here. There we go. We could do that, which doesn't sound horrible. So if you mix this, that one, play from the beginning. Okay, so we want to insert new track as well. Oops, Control Z. So delete this one because this would be more of an accompaniment. Can't spell that right. I don't know how to spell it. I'm up here. It's like here. We'll switch this real quick. Let me. So I'm up here fighting me a turkey. I got a ton of people and I'm not getting as much XP and it sucks. I was just soloing that thing for a while. Let's go back. Okay, so we have accompaniment. What could we do? So it's two things. So for the accompaniment, we can do like a viola. Let me think, what could we do with the viola? So we'll switch. There's going to be two accompaniments too, actually. Melody 1. Oops. And then, so same. I'm going to be, I know it's ACCOMPANIM. It is right. What? I actually spelled that right. It doesn't look right. ACCOMPANIMENT. Yeah, it's right. Wow, it doesn't look right. Oh no. And then we'll duplicate this. So there we go. So we would have, this one would be, you know, similar to a string instrument, probably a I think probably like I said, a viola maybe. Strings, or maybe this. I think, let me see, viola. Because it kind of sounds too similar to a. We'll do it. What the heck's a cello? What's common form, plural form of music elements of cello. Funny thing is, I actually went and got something. I don't know where I put it, so we'll have to wait a little bit. Okay, so we have. Oh, you guys could see what I was doing. Okay, yeah, I typed it up. I need to work over off up to the right. We have. Okay, so let's close this. So that's this one. This one's going to be. You have clarinet, which is probably what I'm going to use, because oboe I don't think would be very good to use for an accompaniment. It might be all right. But I was going to use the clarinet. So the other thing that I was thinking is, because I'm going to leave the bass with the what I have there. I have a cello. I mean, I could switch it to a bassoon maybe, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Like I said, I'm just trying to figure stuff out. So if we go here, we do a new MIDI item. So we know, let me unarm these real quick. Maybe that. So we could probably take a third of the measure. So we open it up. That is a B, so we want to do C. There you go. Third of the measure. Oop. Undo that. Oh, it's 4, so we need a quarter, my bad. So oh, yeah. Okay, like I said, I don't know very much about this, about accompaniments. That's so we just copy this. And copy this. That sounds horrible. That sounds so bad. All right, don't do that, guys. Everybody just do not do that. Okay, so um let me see. I did not really hear some of this. Let's down a little bit. Let's down a little bit. I messed up. Oop. Wow, that does not even sound, because that G, so if we play that G real quick, because that's what this note right here is, that's a G, so this is a G. Yeah, I don't know how to play accompaniment. That's the whole issue with this. I have no idea. So we can look it up real quick. So how do does this mean creating a background texture like chords, rhymes, or arpeggios? Which is what I was doing. This is. Oh wait, hang on. It'd be. Once you have the melody identified, underlining harmony chords that fit with the melody notes being played. If you so let's. This should be all right. Oh, hang on. Let's bring this back up. Let's bring these up real quick. Wait, no, not that one. We want the. I mute. Okay. That's fine. So the issue is I can't really hear the chords being played because the piano like doesn't sustain very well, it sounds like. Turn that up. It's gone. They're the same notes too, so it doesn't sound horrible. But what if I were to change it so you'd have our, instead of our A here, we have our I don't know where that's playing from. Because that is definitely not a piano. Because these two notes are, but then I'd have to change the G would be then a C, so we could check that out. So we have our ace. So our ace is a. These, I don't know why it's not playing on. Oh, maybe I'm. Huh. Oh. Oh, that's why, because that's armed. Okay. Wait. Yeah. So our C would be our bass instead of that G. So we can check that out and see what that does. So in here, we would change this. I don't know what's C though, because that's would be the higher C. We do that, and we switch this. And then we have to switch the whole thing too. Um. The, let's hear something. All right. We have our. So we, there we go. And then we would put our C in the bass. C's in the bass. That sounds nice. All right, so we'd have to change this. I don't know to what though. That's the thing. So we're playing. I mean, it sounds pretty much the same. So, guess we could do this. But it did move up, so. I don't. Hmm. I'm hearing something. I don't know what it is. It's not like the instrument or nothing, but so yeah. I don't. We're gonna have to figure something else out then. Maybe entirely because we changed the whole bass and how the motif is. So I don't like how any of it's sounding. But we also have to look at, we're looking at more of a ambient, so we don't want too many notes. So this actually might be horrible to begin with, this whole thing. We might want to like have less notes in general. Because we're trying to have more of like a woo, like so the melody should probably, I wonder, well, because we could still use a flute and just use the lower register, so it'd be up here, this side. We'd have to bump it up a couple octaves. So now I need to come up with a different melody because this is just all wrong. Because of how this sounds now. Oop, we didn't do it over here though. Oh. So this would be still using that and go in here. So we have C in our A. So we're using our, a lot of times people do, use this and something like that, or because this is C major, F major, G major. What could we use? So it needs to be, we could use our 7th or 9th. I think this is the 9th. Oh no, so it'd be how does it go? So what is the 7th? Look that up real quick. That alone. This is 7th. The 7th in music, in the interval, the distance between two notes or a chord, a fourth structure. Interval is between root note and the note 7 scale steps above it. For example, oh, so 7th would be, so if we B, so or 9th be a D. Seventh note of a major scale, excluding 11 half steps or semitone below the octave. So all right, so can 7th higher? Oh, 7th is always higher than a root. So if the interval stands above the root, so it'd be C and then B. That's a 7th. That's a 9th. So for what's a 5th? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah. But we're playing the chord. Actually, it doesn't sound bad at all. So maybe we can try that out real quick. Um, so how would happen the melody? So this. Okay, so they blend together. Okay, so um keep it simple, 48 note motifs that repeat variation. So what we have um motif have is major with the bass. There we go. Let's see what it says for that. Um okay. Okay, so basically we could, instead of, I was looking at something else, doing this a couple times and then we'd move to something else. Oh, it's an F-A-C, face. Egg. Face. Or over here. Egg. Face. Egg. Face. And oh my gosh, I actually hear the thing coming back up. I hear the thing coming back up. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Got like 3 seconds, so we're gonna hold off and then going to go on a break real quick. So I will be right back. I do not have a BRB screen, so that's the issue. We're just going to turn this off, and I'll be right back. Camera. To oh no, All right, sorry I had to mess with the cat. He did not like that at all. On a hat too. Okay, so I don't know. Yeah, I can hear this. I don't know if you guys hear the up come when it comes back up, which is fine. So we have uh so should we do something different in the second part of this, which I don't really care for to think about right now. We need to work on a melody based off of the chords that we do have. Actually, that's there we go. Oop, there we go. All right. I heard that. Like, I hear the distinctive. I'm going to have to figure out how to turn that off. Okay, so the In Reaper hearing when I turn off reactive MIDI. Let's try the. Okay, so we have navigate audio, MIDI devices, MIDI device. Okay, so we're using that one, so let's turn this one off. And then outputs do the same here. Okay, let's see what this does. Oh my gosh, it does not work. Okay, don't do that. All right, that was bad. Enable and okay. Unless I am. Oh my gosh, it might have been fine. Let's that off. Let it go. That's that. I still hear it. It's like the. So let me see. I know I had open. Let's here. I think you guys will hear what it. Oh no, that's All right. Sixth chord could be, so they're saying if you're playing C, your sixth would be G, because your seventh is your, or A. So you have, actually, can I turn on this light? Okay, so that looks a lot better. So the issue was I had the light off because like it was the really glowing like on the keyboard. It's hard to see, like shining off. Okay. So it's over quick. See what's going on with this because it's not. This. There we go. Trying to see how much damage. Which one? That's me right here. How many people fighting a turkey though? It's kind of annoying because now I'm not getting as much XP. If I'm not 92, I'm gonna be still at 91. Okay. I'm for 22 damage. I get a couple hits in. Let's see what's the next one is. 22, and I hit it again for 14, I think. Four. Okay, whatever. I guess it is what it is. I was looking to see if we go to strength. We have turkey. We have a bear. 26. I don't know. We'll just leave it alone, I guess. Um. Okay, so this could be okay. So let's do it this way. So we have. Let's just focus on this specifically. Once we get the melody part out of here, once we get that, then we'll move on to the next one. So because we're changing them. Sorry, I like to be able to scroll down, but when you scroll, it zooms, and then it's like, oh, we're not. All like backwards. I don't like it at all. Kind of annoying. So what would be a good? So we have our D and then our A. No, because we're not. We don't want that. We want. Maybe it could be something like that because we want it kind of sustained. So it's one. So we have. Hang on. So it's 1 5 7 1 or 3 I don't. You want to know what? I don't like this sound. I don't like it actually. I really don't. Well, that A minor is gonna have to go away. I don't like it. I like. Well, 1 5 7, and then Sorry, I'm just. Oh, I don't know. That sounds actually pretty good. Good luck on. Oh, sorry. Thanks, Boom. I missed it. I'm sorry. From a little bit ago. um, didn't actually sound. Okay. I think it's F. I think we should do F. So let's delete this. Okay, so we're starting over. So we're gonna do. Yeah, so we'll do those two. But should we do? Or maybe down, actually. I like down. We're going down. Okay, so we'll do new MIDI file. Okay, so if we do. Okay, so that's up there. Where's this at? Here, C4. Okay. Okay. These. And then we'll do F, which is right here. No, it's face. Wait, hang on. So we have, hang on. F. I messed up. So it's F. There we go. Let's see if this. Okay. I like that. I like that a little more. So for the bass, insert new MIDI item. So we're doing C4. And then F. We're going to listen to see if we need to change this. Okay, so we'll take out those two. Let's. So we're going to do these two. There we go. Let's give that a shot. Might be a little better. That sounded weird. I don't. That sounds weird. Is that the right note? Oh no, that's why. C sharp. I was like, that does not sound right. Here we go. There we go. That sounds better. That's F is a low. Okay. Okay, so for the melody. I do like that. So it's wait. But if we went down, so it'd be okay, so yeah, okay, so it's 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Perfect. So oh, I think it's gonna be here we go. Hang on. Yep, perfect. Alright, so it should be this one, right? What we're doing. I hate this so much. This is one of the things I hate about Reapers, that specifically. Alright, so 1 to 4. Hey, how you doing, Gamian? Oh. I think Boom might have left. Looks like he left. Good luck on the music making. Here. And then our 7th. And then we'll go down to our F. That's fine. So it's F. What was it? F. Yeah, so it's D. So it's F, D. E, up a little bit. F, F, D. Wait, what? Wait, hang on. 157, so it'd be. Oh, it's G. My bad. It's G. Oops. Why am I doing G? Was it G? Actually, I might do up there. Was it G? Oh, it's down, that's why. No, it's F. Huh. Okay, so if it's one, oh, it's F. All right, hang on. I'm so confused right now. All right, hang on. We're gonna move this up an octave. We're moving that up. Okay, we'll move that up an octave. So it needs to be. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's G. Yep. All right. So G to B. So then a B. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make something that's like ambient. And then you can do this twice. Okay, so it's not quite right. I still gotta fix it. Nope, it's too high. So why is it too high? B, so hang on, is A? Is it A? No, it's B. So if this is, what the heck? I'm confused. Oh, it's too high right here. Is it? So it's G, D, F. Why is that so high? Hang on, this is way high. There we go. There we go. Let's see what this sounds like. That sounds actually pretty good. Yes, I did something. Oh. Add 30 minutes. Okay. Then we can literally just duplicate this again. So how are we going to... I just put melody 2 in there for... So basically for melody... Actually, let's switch this. Not melody 1. Let's do melody A. Melody B. Bass A. Duplicate track. Bass A. And we can just delete this. So this, our motif's gonna stay the same. That's just kind of, shoot. Yeah, our motif's gonna stay, that's just kind of like the chords in the background. Okay, or and then what you can do is for B, you can kind of switch it, and it probably could be even a C. It's in duplicate track, and then C, duplicate track. You don't want it to be too long either, so I don't know how long the song is. I don't know if it's so usually you want it to be about a minute or 2 minute long. So I mean, I should fix this for next time. So what I can do is have like a bass folder and then have the bass sections in that rather than the way I'm doing it right now, but it should be all right. And that's so it doesn't take up as much CPU because, I mean, Reaper usually doesn't, but some other applications do. So you using the FXs on every single track will eventually kind of take up more. I will say that. So melody. So our next section would be so we'd want to find some other. So this time we had to see. Here we go here. So this time we had our extras down here. C and our F. And I mean this time it have our G and our A and our F. We can do like an A and an F, so we can play this twice. And then we can go, and I'm just leaving the motif here, just kind of like I said, as a kind of seeing how it sounds with the chords I want. But yeah. All right. Let's move that up. Oh, there. So now what we can do is no, I'll like I said, I'm just kind of, I will move stuff around here in a little bit and get it set up, situated later. But for right now, we're just working. We need an accompaniment though. So I think I had the mon. It doesn't sound like there's anything connected to this right now. Thought I did. Oh, I don't hear it. Oh, you may. I know. I think maybe. Oh, MIDI channel 1. Oh, I'm dumb. It's muted. So now we have our accompaniment. So we are playing up here, I think. So okay, so we can do hang on, what are we playing? We're playing 1, 5, and 7. So we can try that. So if we open this up and have this play in the background and probably a little lower. Shoot. Let's delete it real quick because I don't. This thing I think is what loops. I'm gonna get rid of that. Home for that. Insert MIDI. Two measures. So if we do. There we go. I don't know how this is gonna. I don't know if I actually need notes or what. Wait, 1 to 2. Okay. Should be down to 3. Oh. So we just need to shrink this down a little bit. Okay. Settings, loop select source. Okay. Um, two. And the other one was so for here. Okay, so it's wait, hang on. There we go. So we have our first, fifth, and seventh. Okay, so if we do that. Something's wrong. I mean, okay, so maybe that F sharp was throwing it off. That sounded bad. um, oh man, I don't know. That's weird. Maybe I could go up. Maybe I could try it up a little bit more, but it sounded really weird. If we look, unless there's something wrong with this. I think it might be too low because it's kind of going with the bass. So if we move it up a little. Okay, so let's try moving it up and see if that sounds a little bit better. So we want the F. There you go. That sounds better. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so we have something. We have something going. So we can copy this again. Oops. Go there. Let's play it from here. Okay, so that sounds all right. Not horrible. Not the best, but something. So next section is we're gonna look at B. So B for the bass. Well, first we need to get some chords. And I thought, what did I want? I wanted, let's think. Okay, that. We have our C and F. I hear like when it stops playing. Listen, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can. Like don't. Um. Okay. Cancel. All right. So what chords could we play? I thought it was. What are we playing? We're playing. I'm looking quick. So we have C and then it's F. So it's C and F. So it's. That's what it is. It's C and then F. Um. I don't know. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I've been learning I need to start learning Unreal like maybe an hour or two a day on like outside. With how Unreal 6 is going to be, I probably should just start learning for C++ because from what I hear they're going away from or they might deprecate blueprints. Use verse or something. So might as well just start learning C++ a little bit. But I've been doing something that I can do that I don't get because, like I said, I haven't been streaming for a little while, just because I am not the best with Unreal, so I kind of get a little antsy because I don't know a lot and I don't want to sit down and watch tutorials while I'm streaming. So I decided to do something I do have an understanding of, which is music. So I was going to try to make music for games. And then just learn Unreal on the side. I also have to study for my CISSP as well, so I got a lot of stuff going on. So that's why I started doing this instead for at least for right now. I'll probably do a little bit of both in the future, but it'll be a little bit while I try to catch up on learning C++. So, but yeah, that's kind of what's been going on with me at least. Oh, that's just the edge of the thing. Okay. What is that? Um if you're an indie dev, I completely agree. But once you actually hire in this like a studio, I think it would be more, hey, this, so you're just gonna be this. Like, hey, you know how to code this type of stuff, so you're only gonna be there. Or, hey, you only know assets, so you're gonna stay with making assets type of stuff. I thought at least, but yeah, indie dev, yeah, 100%. It's just knowing a little bit of everything. So like I know music fairly well. Like I know what all the keys are at least, and kind of what sounds good and different chords. I have this. Let's see if I can get it to not. If I can do this. Take this circle of fifths book, the chord wheel thingies. Figure out what chords, all the chords in that specific um key. So if you have your C, oops, let's go here. You have your C, then you have G, E, F, A, or G, A, B, and B again. So if you have your like a G, you have one sharp, which is your F sharp. So G, what is it? Hang on. I don't know. I'd have to look. Oh shoot. I've been staying on C because it has no sharps or flats. Because I'm not. I have to figure out how to play them. I'm trying to. Well, it's 1-3-5. So it's so it'd be G, G, B minor. So if you have your G, B minor, and let's see, what's 5? Probably D. Yep, D. You have D, and then so there's your first F sharp. Oh, and then like that. So yeah, there we go. I got it. So not all the so yeah, not everything in I guess G has an F sharp associated with it. So oop, oop. There we go. Yeah, but yeah. So it's just because it's easier. So I've just been using C. There's no sharps or flats I have to worry about. But that's where I'm at least for right now. And I heard, so with UE6 are using Verse, and right now that's being used with was it Unreal Engine for Fortnite or something like that. So I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen? Yeah, I was thinking of. So trying to figure out what we have a couple. We have right here is C and then G, I think. No, C and F, my bad. We got C and F. So I have, I'll just play it, just. And then since I have two of those, then we need to do so this is like our A. This little section right here would be our A, and then we have an A, and then we can either do another A or a B, or A, B, A, C, A, B, C, A, or however we want to do it. So there's just a ton of different options. Or A, B, C, D. I mean, there's just it's whatever you want. So, but usually when you're doing it though, you want to stay somewhere in that same key. So I've been using C. So I don't want to come in there with like a G or something and play like hang on, B. Something like this. Well, I could. That sounds alright. Ooh. I was just wait. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could. Or so C sharp would be the next one after F sharp is. Yeah, it's F sharp, C sharp. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait, it'd be actually it'd be two sharps would be so if you do oh my gosh. No, wait, hang on, hang on. Oh my gosh, I am losing it. So these two. No, it'd be oh. Okay, so then I don't know. Well, it's yeah. I'm not the best at it playing piano, but I'm I'll learn eventually. But yeah, so let's figure out what we can do. So we have C and F. F and G? Or no, D and G. D minor and G really. So it's D minor. Wait, no, D minor. And then G major. Maybe. Um could it be? D major. No, hang on. You have C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminish, and then back to our C. I could throw a sharp in there. You want to know what? We could go to D. Oh, that's why. Hang on. Let's go down here. But then we have to figure out something for that too, a melody. Crappy one at that. That's what I have. So we do G. Um. So let me think. So we have right here. So it's A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor. Like a step down, but will that go good with this? I don't know. Don't know. Actually, I don't really. I have a ton of stuff down here. I'm gonna probably end up getting rid of like the strings I really don't need. Right, I know how to do all this. I'm not gonna delete it. That's the holding track. Um. So what could we do? That's what I'm trying to figure out. A good one. Nope. D and G. G and F, my bad. That it though? E, F sharp. Oh no, it's not. There we go. D. So if we do, hang on, F or G, hang on. So if we do G, what's the fourth of G? So if we do G, no, hang on. What is it? So we got. So it's D. So G and D. All right. So G. So if I do, because I did 1/4, that's what I was thinking. If I do 1/4. Oh, my bad. It's C. So it's G and C. Okay, so we can do G and C. So if we do then G and C, so if we do this, let's open up, insert new MIDI item. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to figure this out. So we're doing G up higher. What? Okay. Here. Go. Shoot, you wanna know what? I see this. That's only one. I forgot. We need to do this. Set up properties. Turn off the loop, because if you don't, it's gonna be super freaking annoying. Go to 7. I think that should be fine. All right. Back. For G. Oh wait, G. And our D uses our, so it's, wait, no. Wait. So 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so oh, C E G. Okay, so oh my gosh, this is, oh, ads are coming up. So if you use those two, then add this top one, top G. Um. Okay, so it's not. It's fine. All right. Oh, shoot. There we go. Well, technically, these are still in the key of C because you have C is a major of G. So we have, so it's 1, 4, and 5 are the majors. So you have G, A minor, B minor, or C major, D major, E minor, F diminished. Oh, it'd be F sharp diminished. My bad. So, but if we have this, right? So if we can, so C is, wait, it's B? Hang on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd be right. It's G, B, D. And then it's C, E, G. Actually be here. So you got C, B, G. Okay, so that should be fine. So we have our C. It doesn't matter what C or G. So we want to delete this one and this one. So G and then C in the bass. But we're gonna change the bass because I'm just kind of like that. So we'll go bass. We're using, what is this? Basses. So it's a double bass from in the string instruments. So if we go into back in our contact, I want to use maybe like some sort of woodwind. So we could probably actually or woodwind this time, and then we'll do it one more time. Then the next, so C would be, so it'd be A would be strings, B will be woodwinds, and then C will be brass. Classic view, hit play, and then so the only instruments that have that are the bassoons, which are double reeded instruments similar to oboes. Oboes are double winded or double reeded as well. So if we do here, oh wait, no, we want 1, 5, insert new MIDI item, off loop course. So like I said, it was G. There's no low. That's the lowest G it has. And then the next is the, there we go. Oh, ads are in a minute. I'm just gonna let them go. So Next is melody B. Okay, so melody is probably going to do flutes. Item. New media item, MIDI. Okay. All right, so that's muted though. Oh, there's an ad running right now. For 3 minutes at least on Twitch. Oh man. So we'll hang on for a second. So let's just at least switch this up to flutes. Flute. Okay. Hmm. Maybe. Don't I think we should maybe change up the thing a little bit, maybe. Because we're using maybe something like that instead. And then it would go back. But I think we did G first, didn't we? Yeah, we did G first. Okay, so maybe something like that. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I just want to wait. Oh, 30 seconds left ad, so we're just holding off. I don't want it to be the same. I want it to be kind of, I mean, because it says to repeat, but I want to keep the same type of thing going, maybe. You get 135 for the chord. Maybe so we can use that 7. That diminished. Oh wait, hang on. Huh. So 1 4. Oh. And then 4. So 7. Nope. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what sounds good. And I don't want to have something like, because if you're listening to this, like some of the songs from like ambient sounds, they kind of repeat and then they kind of change a little bit, and then they kind of like the change is like A B A B A B type of thing. So you have something A, right? So this is my A melody, and then it switches over to have something similar, but it's different. So this, like, instead of doing what was a 1-5, I think I did so if I 1-5-7, and then I don't think I did a 9, so it's 1-1-5, and then I went up to, yeah, I think that's what I did. So instead of doing do something a little bit similar. So we have G first, and then it goes right back into G. And then the C. Okay, we probably got it. All right, so we can open this up. So the first is, let's see, it's a G. Okay. So I don't want to be too high. I think here's good. I think that's too high. That's maybe we can start a little lower. Up here. So got G. Yeah. It'll be 1-4. So 1, 2, 3, C. So oh, G, C. Huh. What was it? G. 1-4-7. So 1-4-7. Yeah, so it's okay. 1-4-7. The F. Oh. Ah, haha, it's F sharp. Okay, that works. I'm gonna throw F sharp in there. And my instructor said, yeah, throw an F sharp in there, it'd be fine. Perfect. So A. That worked though? It's yeah, it's gonna have to be that because there's an F sharp in G. So we'll do that, and then the next is a C. Is this one? So it's C. Oh, yeah, F sharp again. Um. Okay. Oh, hitting the wrong button. I'm sitting over there hitting the Windows button. There we go. So it's. So if it's. Oh. So it should be a B. And then. This. D. So I'm kind of curious what this. And then out of curiosity, so if we grab, oops, do again, base A, melody A, Okay. But oh, I didn't even do accompaniment yet. Oh, I did do the melody. That is the melody. I didn't do the accompaniment. So we will do accompaniment. Okay. Hmm. So if we were doing G and C, we're doing? I think so. Or what if should we have done? No, because we did 1/4, right? Is it 1/4? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 1/4. Okay, then that's fine. So if we do, so here, what is this accompaniment? It would probably be clarinets. Item loop off. I wonder if we could. I don't know how it's gonna sound because the clarinet usually, I mean, you'd have to have. Okay, it works. All right. We want something a little. Maybe. Okay. So where's this at? Okay, and then the next one was C, which is probably going to be the lower. Uh, okay. Okay. And then it starts over again. This. Oh my gosh, I messed up. This needs to go down one. Whoopsie. This needs to go back to not clarinet. We wanted cello. Up and string and cello. And then this one you wanted clarinet. Oh, that is clarinet. Okay. Okay, so let's give this a shot. Dang, that's not bad. Not horrible. It's not bad either. All right, so if we took this whole thing, moved it down, measures, play this again. It's horrible, but it's what it is. So what if we... There's some things missing out of this woodwind section that I am not sure what it needs to have. I think... I think it needs some horn. If we do... There is no bass. Okay. I put the accompaniment as the... Oh. So there is no bass section, which is why it's not sounding right. I think I put the bassoon in the bottom into the accompaniment, which is fine, I think. So if we mute, and then bass is fine. All right. I thought what is not being muted? That should be oh. Nope. What's in? It's this. What is in here? What is this? Oh, it's the clarinets accompanying. That's okay. So what's the clarinets? Okay, so it's the clarinet. So let's see if we can add this. Turn this back on and don't have a C. Oh, so okay. So I thought I put the bassoons down there. I didn't even add any track. MIDI file. Nope. Item. So so oh wait, it's wrong. It's right here. Hang on. I'm dumb. Okay. Okay. Something's missing though. I don't know. There's something missing to that woodwind section. And then I don't know what though. That's the thing. C bass. We'll do tuba. So it brass tuba. Okay, so I was just curious. We need to come up with some more chords. I there we go. Go. If we do E minor, E minor and A minor. Maybe. Yeah, E minor and A minor. Or no, G major, E minor. That's well, it's E minor, A minor, or E minor. G, I think E G. EG's good. Okay. Okay, so in G. Go across. So oh shoot. Oh, I went too far. Shoot. I only needed to go to 15. Crossed. Oh wait, no. Oop. Trying to grab it. Oh, jeez. I'm way off. There we go. That sounds good. All right, so then we want to take out our G. No. There we go. Should be E. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. E. Okay. Our E and our G bass. Okay, go here. Insert MIDI track. Go. I don't know why you have to do that every single time. Like, it's super annoying. I have to look into how to fix that. All right, so for this is like I said, oh wait, we want it down to C. There we go. So we want B. What was it? A G? No, it's an E. E. And let's E. It's E and then so okay. Sounds weird though. There we go. That's why it sounds a little weird. There we go. I was like, that didn't sound right. That sounds better. Okay, sounds a lot better. All right, so we have melody C. There we go. Insert MIDI item. So this would probably be French. Or horns. This just says horns. It doesn't say what type of horn. Solo horn. Perfect. Okay. So we know kind of the range. Like I said, I'm just keeping with what we've been doing, so. Don't want to go all the way down though. Oh wow. Huh. Okay. Um all right. So, like I said, with keeping with oh man, go stretch. Okay, so All right. 30 minutes. Okay. We want E. That's B. We don't want that low. We want to go. Literally at the very edge. Uh-oh, so we can't. Okay, so my okay. Okay. Okay, B. Okay. B. There we go. So F. Something's wrong. Wrong with this one. So oh, it's a minor, that's why. Okay. Um don't have an accompaniment yet, but okay, so we do not have an accompaniment, which I'm very bad at. Oh, we don't even have an insert track. accompaniment. Okay, so all right, what do we have? So it'd be trumpets. Add on. Don't know what input. Oh, because I that. So source. This MIDI would be here. Add effects. Contacts 8. Classic view. Trombone might be. Ah, okay. So it can't play chord. All right. Hmm. I don't think the French horn. So we are playing. I wonder. Perfect. What I wanted. So maybe that. Um. So it's E and G. That does. Oh. Um. Go. So, oh. Oh, that's what's. Give me 1 sec. I need to. All right. Give me 1 sec. Um, there we go. Okay, we can talk. Wait, can I do? Oh, it's still working. Interesting. Oh, it's a little wrong. I have no idea what the heck why you guys can hear me still. Oh, I know why. I didn't mute the mic. Okay, oh, I'm dumb. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we are trying to figure out, and I know, so based on some of the stuff, I know I should have like a mixture of things going on, so it's not just like horns or brass. It's, could be, brass and flutes or horns or whatever. Could be, strings and woodwinds or strings and brass. There's a combination, but like I said, I'm just starting out and I'm just kind of a bit dilly-dallying or checking things out, I guess you could say. So, hopefully I'll slowly become better. I know I will. Just gonna take some time. Oh, it's D. No, it's there we go. Wait, am I doing the? Could be E. So it's E, E, B, and D. Okay. I've a little bit. I know how to play things like instruments. I grew up. I played guitar a little bit when I was younger. If I would have stayed with it, it would have been like 30 plus years now, but I didn't. When I was in band, I played clarinet for 4 years. I got back into the bass guitar. I have a and regular guitar. So, do I know what I'm doing? I do not. Not at all. But I know chords. So you have like C. E. I know chords. Some chords, not all chords. Shoot, what was I doing? So E, B, and D. There we go. It sounds horrible. If you want to listen to it, I can have you can listen to it. It's too low though, but I can't really get much higher than that. So it was E. Wait. Okay, there we go. But how are you doing, Dev? Hopefully you're doing good. Oop. Now I need to start working a little more on C++. From what I hear, UE6 is gonna suck. Oh, I thought something happened where you couldn't, yeah, you couldn't do it or something. I forget. Ooh, something's going on right there. What is it? Doesn't sound right. Something does not sound right to me. Okay, so let's mute this. It's in here. So E. C, my bad. E then G. Notes are wrong. That's why. But something else is. Is it too low? I don't think I can move it up much. I can. Okay. What if we just move it up an octave? Move that up an octave. G. I don't know. It sounds weird. Something going on. I don't know what it is. Doesn't sound right. So let's mute quick. Oop. If we move this up an octave. We are on. Oh, that's why it doesn't sound right, because we're on G. Oh no, because we're on E. We're on E. That's right. That doesn't sound horrible. Melody C. Doesn't sound horrible, so it's this. That sounds very good. A lot better. It's a little loud, but okay, so it doesn't sound horrible. Um, um, okay. 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 Like I said, I'm just messing around. There's things I know I need to do still. Okay, there you go. About a minute. Oop. 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 We should have added a flat into the brass. Something's going on. I don't know what it is in that brass section though. And then I would keep like there's some things I would do to this. This is, like I said, this is just me messing around. I'd probably take this. I don't mind the melody. The melodies are right. Like everything's all right. It's just I would kind of add some additional things. So, like you have this bass section here. So I would first have just one bass section, and then underneath break it down into so that'd be the top folder. Break it down into other bass instruments, and then go based off of that. So then I can add more bass instruments in, and then just kind of fiddle with things and maybe add, like with the brass section, maybe add the cello or double bass into there, as well as having that other what was I using, a tuba, doing something like that, or adding, you know, maybe something else into the melody, or adding part of like an accompaniment to like you'd have, let's say, this horn section. You could probably throw some flute in there a little bit to be more of an accompanying. And then the same with the woodwind section, have maybe a little bit kind of a softer horn playing while, you know, the main melody is playing. So like a I don't know what it's called, but yeah. But yeah, there's just a ton of things that I would personally still need to do, but from what we're doing right now, it's kind of spreading out pretty decently. There's something that this is like I just been working on. I just started this today. I ripped apart what I was working on. I started working on something earlier, just kind of messing with some stuff, and I'm like, nope, let's just kind of rip that apart and change, because I didn't like how it was an interesting kind of chord. So you have C, right? So you have D. Oops, let me turn that off. Let me turn this on. So let's go to the piano and turn off so it's kind of easier to tell. So you have a C, like actually let's go down here. So you have a C, so C, E, and G, but they were playing it as G, C, and E. That's C2, but it's an inverted fifth. So it's still the same chord, it's just a different location to play it, which I didn't really like, because you're playing this and then you're playing this, and these two together I couldn't really come up with too much. So you have A minor, so A, C, and E, and then you have G, C, and E. So that's why, and I didn't, so then instead I think I went like C to a F, and then I don't even remember what I did, honestly. I'd have to go look and see. I know in the woodwinds we did a G, right? So it was G, B, or G, yeah, G, B, D. But then I played, nope, this, so it'd be a B, D, and F sharp, I think is what I did, to throw that F sharp in there. Just to like fiddle with around and see what's going on. But I think, yeah, so I think I'm gonna end it here for today. I'll try to stream a little bit longer tomorrow, just maybe grabbing something else, and hopefully I'll be able to watch some other videos to kind of get a better idea of how to do accompaniments, because I was not I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to that. I hear you. So let's see who is. I don't have anybody for music. Probably go, you know, I haven't. Someone from art. I'll be. like they're using Blender. Yeah, so we're doing like I'm doing music, so that's kind of like an art. And she's Malby's doing Blender, so that's another type of art. The way at least I look at it. So I can go over to me doing art. Start to read over there, and yeah, so we'll, like I said, I'll be on tomorrow. I might do a whole new project and actually set it up how I'd want to do it. I do need to export this because I know I'm kind of messing around. I know some people I know would probably want to see. But other than that, I hope everyone has a actually on Twitch, or not Twitch, on YouTube. I'm sorry. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow, so I'm gonna end the stream over there. Hopefully I'll go a little bit longer tomorrow. Like I said, I didn't know what I was going to be doing today, so now hopefully I'll watch some videos and kind of get a better idea how to do some stuff, so tomorrow will be a little bit better and a little bit longer. So YouTube, it was great. Thanks, and I will see you guys later. So bye on YouTube.